Slower government spending may prompt the Finance Ministry to relax expenditure caps in the fourth quarter. Sources say that a final call will be taken once Ministry studies the expenditure numbers. Sapna Das is here with more. Sapna, tell us more about the government's plans.
Well, so if you look at the numbers which are already in public domain, we are aware of the fact that the expenditure has been slightly slower in the current financial year. Of course, first it was the election effect. But post that also spending doesn't seem to have really picked up in a big way. As per the H2 numbers which are there, you can see for yourself, the expenditure has been lower than around 44% of the budget estimate compared to some 47% last year. And look at Capex. Capex is the one which has been really down. It's around 37.3% compared to 49% in H2 of last financial year. So that's where the real story hinges. Over 11 lakh crore is what the government has budgeted. Barely 5 lakh odd crore probably has been spent so far, or even under that. Having said that, keeping all of this in mind, it may just be possible that in the last quarter generally, to prevent bunching up of repayments and of bills coming up and, government's cash position getting impacted adversely, to avoid all of that, the government every year in the last quarter comes out with the cash management guidelines, the caps which are there in terms of public expenditure. Basically, 33% is the cap. Ministries and departments can't spend more than that in the last quarter, Jan to March. And particularly for the month of March, which is a very busy month, not more than 15% of the BE can be spent. So it may just be possible that looking at this overall trend that we are talking about, the numbers being on the lower side in the current financial year, it may just be possible that the government may consider not to reimpose these caps for the last quarter. It's just a possibility as of now. Detailed review meetings have already happened in the Finance Ministry. They are in touch with all the concerned ministries, departments, stakeholders, and they are still very optimistic that the overall expenditure target and, more importantly, the Capex numbers will be met. But there could be a bit of a downside, so maybe that is something that we need to watch out for. Of course, no decision has been not taken in terms of not reimposing the caps, but probably a call will be taken closer to Jan. That's the time when they come out with that fresh circular talking about these caps. That's one. Second aspect, if you look at it, surprisingly enough, the state government borrowing also has been very much on the lower side. So around 8 odd lakh crores, 8.40 lakh odd crores is the budget estimate. That's what they're supposed to borrow up to December. And if you look at it, currently they're somewhere around 5 lakh odd crores. Of course, this is also because of heavy devolution coming in from the central government. But it may probably also indicate that some of the states are not really spending much. So that may be impacting the overall number. As per the government estimates, surprisingly enough, all the core ministries which are involved in Capex, they probably are near meeting their targets. So this needs to be kept in mind.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sapna, for getting us that very important story there. Let's